Well, I told you before the break that I was going to bring you a story about the Melbourne geniuses behind Pauline Hanson's Please Explain cartoons. It looks like I'm already doing that. Here's what unfolded when I met them last week.
Get rid of all the cows! We need to end capitalism!
Everyone needs to calm down, take a second to look at the facts and plan a measured response.
No! We must act now! And we must act hysterically! Greta, wait! Take me with you.
They're not challenging Titanic for Oscar tallies yet, but One Nation's Please Explain cartoons are hilarious and a popular success. They're the brainchild of Melbourne mates Seb Peart and Mark Nicholson.
Handsome boy, handsome boy. We like to say that it's kind of like Penn and Teller, the magicians, where I do all the talking and Seb does all the magic.
The cartoon series came about when One Nation Chief of Staff James Ashby saw some of their earlier work.
It just so happened that one of the sketches that we'd made from years ago, James Ashby at One Nation was watching that on the toilet and went, I reckon this could work as a series for politics for the upcoming federal election. And then we just started talking. We pitched them 6 episodes of a classroom full of unruly politicians, and the one person that makes all the sense, the most reasonable person in the room, is Pauline Hanson. We pitched him 6 episodes and he turned around and went, cool.
Right, settle down. Let's make a start. I'll just take the role. Scott Morrison? Where's Scott?
Yeah, aloha, douchebags.
Late again, Scott.
Yeah, sure am. It's me, ScoMo. Classic ScoMo. What's up?
Widespread laughs and appeal started from the first episode, as did the criticism.
Now listen closely, because at the end of this term, there will be an election.
There were journos from Vice that are going like, I laughed out loud at this, this is actually good from Pauline Hanson, and then 30 minutes later, the narrative had changed. And they were like, no, now it's racist if you even laughed at it. And we had people retracting that they laughed. Sorry, I apologise, I didn't laugh. Like, they were ready. Like, it was just really fun to watch.
This year's school play is all about the victim.
That's right. And we're looking for someone to play the victim. There's a sad, little, useless, pathetic victim in all of you. And I want to find it.
I grew up in a commission flat, public housing, a victim of the capitalist society trying to hold me down. I think he's perfect.
After the first season, One Nation started a fundraising drive, telling supporters they'd need to buy merchandise to fund a second series. And the money came in.
Well, if the people want it, we'll do it. And that's what this season was, and we stepped it up this year for this season.
So was there any hesitation about working with One Nation?
It was there. It was there, certainly. We had a few staff at the time, and I mentioned it to them, and there was obviously a lot of hesitation, because here in Melbourne, here in Fitzroy, the reputation's not great for Pauline Hanson. We actually did lose a member of our staff. He just completely went, I can't even be involved with your company if you're going to be working for One Nation in any way.
One person did leave, but the success of StepMates Studios has seen 10 more people employed. The Please Explain cartoons have chalked up millions of views on various platforms. The magic happens in a trendy warehouse studio just around the corner from Greens leader Adam Bandt's office, in the middle of Melbourne's inner city Green left zone. Seb and Mark are like anti-woke refugees in a sea of wokeness. They call themselves left-UGs.
Left-UGs. We're left-UGs.
Left-UGs.
It's like, we're here in Melbourne, like, we can't even align with these people anymore. Adam Bandt's office is just 200 metres down the road. Like, we've got to be really careful here.
But you're here, you're living in the heart of the beast.
We're right here in the danger zone, Kenny.
Do they know who you are? Do they know you're lurking?
We've got to be very careful around here. We've got to walk around holding hands. We've got to make sure that, you know, that people don't come up to us. I can't do the elbow voice outside. If people hear that elbow voice, and we had one person at the Melbourne airport go, I think the guy that does elbows voice is here. Oh, don't blame me, that's the RBA!
Mark, I love the voices. Have you always been good at impressions?
No, it's just, honestly, it's just out of necessity. Like, and half the time they're not even that good. It just
well, you couldn't afford a voice actor, so you had to learn to do it yourself.
I've got to just do them on myself. Yeah.
Give us a bit more elbow.
Oh, come on, Kenny, just give me a break, mate, please.
Another favourite, an absolute favourite in real life, and the way you make the impression is Bob Catter. Give us some.
Well,
I ain't wasting any time on it.
You never have to finish a sentence or an idea with him.
Right.
You just jump on to the next one.
Punch him in the mouth.
Oh, he's so good. I love Bob. We never will make fun of Bob.
All right, one more. Who's another favourite?
Oh, look at him, Bam, because he's just around the corner.
Come on, Elbow. You can pass whatever I want. No one can stop us. This is our school now. What do you say? This is my school. Oh, yes. Sorry, Lydia.
Does the left in politics not have a sense of humour?
Mate, I don't think so. Not anymore, right? It's all very serious. This is the only place that comedy can come from now.
And you have a go at all sides. You take the mickey out of all sides, including a bit of self-deprecation from Pauline.
Yeah, that's right. It's literally, yeah, we can make fun of everyone, including ourselves, with this cartoon, do you know what I mean? And I don't think it would work for any other party. Even some of the other minors, like United, I don't think it would work for. I don't think it would work. The Greens certainly couldn't do it.
Let me see the likeness here. There's no likeness whatsoever.
Mark and Seb welcomed me behind the scenes to see them make the latest episode and even help out with a cameo appearance. It all starts on a whiteboard.
But you guys pretty much set the narrative. So for this week's episode, Airbus Elbow has just been dominating.
You're right, yourself.
Right,
That's his travel.
Right, so we thought, let's start with Elbow. He's overseas and he's doing a travel vlog. Like, I don't know if you've watched.
He's trying to get away from the referendum loss.
Yeah. And then Penny comes in and, would you believe it? There's a national crisis. Everyone's in trouble. The Australians need you. And he's like, God damn it! We're going to go back to Australia. I hate being Prime Minister.
Hi, I'm just a handsome boy called Anthony Albanese. And when I'm not stuck being the Prime Minister of Australia, I'm travelling the world non-stop. Welcome aboard Airbus Elbow, my travel vlog. And this is episode 18.
Sorry, Elbow. Responsibility calls.
Oh, but Penny! Being Prime Minister sucks.
As they're driving from the airport, there's an awkward conversation because Pauline's always working and Elbow's always just flying around the country. The petrol light comes on, they've got to go to the petrol station. Elbow's like, oh great, I'll go inside. And he starts robbing everyone in the petrol station. Pregnant women, yourself.
Yeah, you're going to be there.
I'm going to be there. I'm at the petrol station. You beauty.
Yeah, and you're struggling as well. Maxi bonds are 2 for $55. How are you going to afford your maxi bonds for you and your family?
Look, I don't set the price of oil, mate. Now give it here.
Please, I can barely afford my maxi bond.
Oh, in fact, it's not my fault. Righto, everyone, it's tax time. You all owe me 48.8 cents per litre. How many litres on pump 4? 87. That's $42. Give it here. Oh, please, give me a break. Interest rates just went up again. I'm struggling to make ends meet. Don't blame me, that's the RBA's fault. Please, stop it. I'm just a humble delivery driver of a truck under 4.5 tonne. I can barely afford fuel as it is. I don't set the price of oil, mate. Cough it up.
Please, I can barely afford my maxi bond.
Hey, inflation's not my fault.
Yes, it is. What do you think you're doing?
How does it all resolve itself?
Well, and then everyone's hero, Pauline Hanson, comes in and saves the day.
Elbow, why don't you stop splashing money overseas and start focusing on Australians first? And you could start by not robbing people at the pump, which will ease the cost of living, take the pressure off the supply chain, and bring down the price of maxi bonds.
Yeah, so what do you say, Elbow? Hey, where'd he go?
That's better. Nope. I'm on flight mode.
The good old flight mode. Oh, they're a terrific success story, don't you think? They've put much needed humour back into political debate, a bit of that Aussie larrikin streak. Now, I wouldn't normally spruik for a political party's fundraising, but if you go to this site or just Google Pauline Hanson's One Nation, you can buy a range of Please Explain merchandise, and all the proceeds go to funding more episodes of this cartoon series. Get on board, I reckon. Whether you love One Nation or loathe them, these cartoons need to keep going for our sanity. New episodes drop each Friday, and you will simply not believe which famous Australian is about to voice her own character, just like I did there. Stay tuned. After the break, Pauline Hanson herself, she does her own voice on these cartoons as well. I'll get her on the cartoons and on the government's national security woes.